And hello, my brave knights, princesses, and princesses. Welcome back to Let's Play Drizzlepath Deja Vu, and that's enough. Walking through the snow.
We may choose to see the world in black and white, yet it is anything but. The tiny nuances that colour our existence are often invisible to the naked eye, but if one peers closer, the most alluring of cracks can appear, and through these cracks, the most unexpected of hues. We should never seek to tarnish our world with a single brush.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we heard that last time. So, for those of you that don't know, this is a remake of the original Drizzlepath, or a reimagining of it. And we're going to, it seems, a different path. We're on a different path this time. Because, if I remember correctly, as I stated in the last episode, in last episode, in the first game, you're trying to get up a mountain before it rains. Or something to that effect. So. I'm watching my frames on OBS right now. It's kind of, this is what's interesting about OBS. Sometimes it'll, show in the game how bad the frames are, and then there are times when it just runs smoothly, but still the frames kind of seem like they're dropping. Because right now it's like 13, 14. If I look up here,
The wild is unforgiving at this altitude. Having come this far, we have but one thing on our minds: to gaze upon the truth with the naked eye, be it bitter or beautiful. It is something that begs to be known. We will suffer its hardships, if we must.
the deer back there is covered in jelly. Pink about up here is where we left off. Yeah, if I look down, my frames jump back up. When I look up, they drop back down to 14, 13. I'm not going to question it. So yeah, for those of you that just... Well, for those of you that are just visiting this channel or just seeing this episode for the first time, I've played a lot of walking simulators. I play a lot of them because I love them to bits. There's just something about them, and I can't put my finger on what, but there's just something very relaxing about them. Don't require you to do much, to put it simply. And you get to enjoy a good story, and get to wander around. While there isn't much else to do, sometimes I think that the walking simulator genre should be free and not cost anything, unless of course there's more involved. But that's me. Because if you're just walking like this, it doesn't make sense to me. But say you were in Nico Through the Dream and you actually have to solve puzzles, it might make sense. I don't know. I don't know. What?
In the face of the impossible, we must improvise. Even the most insurmountable of tasks might hide a solution, if we are only willing to look upon the world with different eyes.
Okay.
Do we rise to the challenge, or shuffle away with tails between our legs? Alas, the truth beckons, and it would be rude to disappoint it.
Okay, so we have wings, apparently. Okay. That's cool. That caught me off guard for a second. I was like, wait, what? Why are we flying? This doesn't make sense. Oh, wait. It doesn't have to make sense, it's Drizzlepath. I could list off all the what I recommend walking simulators, but I think I've done it often enough in other walking simulator games. But if you guys really want to know, there's Homesick. You go through the dream. The Drizzle.
Inevitably, our programming leads us to revelation, however sour. We don't always receive the answers that we expect. Could it be that our journey was for naught, bar the disclosure that our lives are but an artifice, our intelligence artificial at best? Surely existence could not be so cruel. Perhaps it is best that we close our eyes, embrace oblivion, and once again wake up.
Oh, Tanak, good job. You're welcome, TB. You're welcome. It's fun playing these. Now, the reason why I recommend Drizzlepath is because things are different in every game. Now, sometimes it might feel like the same thing. Then again. So, for those of you that want to know, there's this, of course, this series of 10 games that being Drizzlepath, and then he has another series. Let me see, hold on. If I remember correctly, that there's another series he did too. Yep, it's Nephi's and Ball Pilgrim. Ball Pilgrim was the other one I did. Now I remember why some of those areas were familiar. So. And the original Drizzlepath, of course, was in the CryEngine. That's right. Okay, so you have the Drizzlepath series, and then you have the Nephi series, which is about basically I think it's about a wolf family, and then you have Ball Pilgrim, which is, of course, that story I mentioned about. There was an area in this game that looked just like an area in Ball Pilgrim. Yes. And there's also the Hunting God, which is another one that I have yet to play. But I know about all of these others. So yeah, there is the Drizzlepath series. There is Homesick, there's Nico Through the Dream. Then there is The Last Leviathan. And then there is, let's see, Gone Home. That's another good one. There's also these other two games I can't remember the name of, but I played one of them through one of them. I used to be able to list off all of them, but I haven't had to do it in so long. So but yeah, this was Drizzlepath's Deja Vu. I feel like there was another path to walk on, But TB, if you're watching this, you can tell me otherwise, because the reason why I say that is because you've had one other game. I think it was either Glass or Genie, where you could pick one area, or like one or there are two jump paths you go on, and depending on where you went, that's how the game went. So all of the also there is a bundle. I just found this. There's a bundle by TV where you get some advertising. Him laugh. You can laugh. You get a few of the Nemphases, you get some of the Drizzlepaths, you don't get all of them, but you get some of them. You get enough to give you an idea of what these are, basically. So, with that said, leave a like and subscribe because always room for more. See you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.